When you Google how to get burned out, this list pops up. Not all points on this list resonate with me fully. However, point 4 is the one I am worried about. For months I've been planning to make an extremely detailed video on sleep and how I use it to supercharge my productivity and creativity. But over the last month and a half, my sleep quality has degraded to the lowest level. This lack of quality sleep results in a complete creative meltdown, severe concentration issues, and a negative feedback loop I'm struggling to get out of. And I know the reason why. As some of you may know, we started a very ambitious and exciting project during the beginning of December. Totally unplanned, really impulsive, and super dope.
See you later, motherfuckers. Now, it may look all cool and fun from the outside, but what goes on behind the scenes is quite stressful. Now, before you click away, this video won't be all negative and depressing. I promise. I will share my thoughts on a more balanced approach, a 4-pillar system that I've implemented into my life a couple years ago, and it worked really well for me. And I also would like to get this conversation going in the comments below. So please, if you have anything to add, leave it down in the comments below. Okay, to give you an idea on what goes on in my head on a regular day, I wake up not having slept properly, so my mind feels like a cloud, I guess. I haven't been called for new projects for quite a long time, so I slowly start to worry about if they will ever call at all. I had an MRI scan done for my knee, and it seems like I need surgery, which could lead to a recovery time of a couple months. I need to upload a YouTube video in 2 days, but I don't feel creative at all, so I haven't really written out something at all. I still need to do a lot of work in the studio, and before that's finished, I cannot put my mind to something else. And to top that all off, I start slacking on my regular habits, which makes life even harder. Add all these things up, and you are slowly losing your mind. Yeah. So this plus 1 million extra thoughts and quirks are regular things that cross my mind in the first 5 minutes I'm awake. And that, my friends, really needs to change. So I did some digging online and combined my findings with the knowledge I already had and came up with a plan. 4 pillars I need to oblige to in order to feel better. Pillar 1, identify things that stress me out during the day. Pillar 2, introduce more exercise in my daily routine. Pillar 3, get my sleep routine back in order. Pillar 4, write out a to-do list for each day. These pillars are strategies I have successfully implemented in the past, so a couple years ago. While they may not work for everyone, I find them highly effective in many situations. However, when conducting online research, I suggest reflecting upon the information and determining if it resonates with you personally. Simply copying a list of strategies for mental clarity without enjoying the process, it is unlikely to yield positive results. So what I do to identify my stressings is by simply writing them down on paper, in my phone, or by simply saying them out loud to myself. You stress me out. I know, this may seem weird, but it raises awareness to a certain situation which can help in that particular moment. Introducing exercise to me is quite difficult as I have a knee injury, so running isn't the smartest thing to do. And going to the gym is by far the most boring way to train the body. However, I need to implement that into my morning routine. I have had some issues with waking up early, so by working on my sleep and overall routine again, this will become much easier in the future. Getting my sleep routine back in order isn't really that difficult to me. I have implemented certain habits for years now, so they're kind of integrated into my entire being, I'd say. Like no phones in the bedroom, which really helps with associating the bedroom as a place to calm down, wind down, and of course, sleep. Read before bed. This absolutely helps me to take my busy mind off of the day-to-day things and get ready for bed. And probably the most important one is stick to a time frame. It's also the hardest one because it's really dependent on your work schedule, social life, and similar factors, and it takes a lot of discipline. The last pillar is a classic to-do list. I make these in Notion, which is basically my life manager. When I started this studio build, I aimed way too high with loads of things to do on that to-do list. After realizing this, I narrowed it down to only like 4 big tasks and a couple small ones that I could, for example, do on the toilet. By implementing these pillars, I noticed a slight improvement in sleep quality, creativity, and overall mood. Let's speak up for mental health and make this topic easier to discuss with your friends, family, your YouTube family, or whoever else. Again, if you feel like sharing anything at all, please write them down in the comments. That being said, thanks for listening to this extensive monologue. I hope you are doing well, and we'll see each other in 2 weeks.